What is up, everybody? Hope you all are doing well. Today we have a fun little video planned. It is going to be some light event training and a little bit of car talk, a little bit of yapping slash vlog, whatever you want to call it. You get to listen to me complain about things or give you life lessons that you didn't ask for. So that should be fun. So sit back. Hope you guys enjoy the video. So before we go train, we're going to have a little snacky snack. Can't go train on an empty stomach. So we're going to have 2 scoops of protein powder and then 2, not 1, but 2 Costco muffins, blueberry muffins that is. I just woke up about 30 minutes ago, took a nice shower. I don't understand these influencers that like film themselves waking up and they're like, get ready with me. Yeah, you don't wake up like that. Not me anyway. I wake up mad at the world for about an hour and it takes me about an hour to calm down and get de-pissed from waking up. Like just waking up makes me frustrated. I'm like, why do I have to do this? And then, I do it anyway. I've obviously been doing it because I made it this far. So something I've been reminded of recently is how much I love dogs. Got to hang out with this really cool dog Friday, little pit bull. She was a sweet little dog. And, you can just tell that, she loves and expects nothing in return. Like, you could leave her in the car, which you would want to do, and come back 2 hours later and she'd be happy to see you. I'm not saying leave your dog in the car. If you do, turn the AC on for him so you don't get arrested for animal cruelty, because that's horrible. But yeah, I was just thinking like, man, I love dogs. It just kind of rekindled my joy for dogs and my love for dogs. Like just getting like a kiss on the chin from it and cuddling with it while you're watching a movie. It's just like, man, you gotta love dogs. You gotta love animals. I really wish they did live forever though. It's kind of sad. Like when you do get a dog, depending on the breed, you might get 10 to 15 years out of it, if that. I've heard Great Danes and stuff like that don't even make it that far. So it's kind of a bittersweet moment when you get a dog. It's like you get to watch it grow, but eventually it's not going to make it very far. Like everybody in the family is going to outgrow it, and cats even. Cats live to be like 20 years old, which is crazy. But man, check out these blueberry muffins. Probably the best. Look at that bad boy. Yeah, tell me you wouldn't eat that. You would. You would. I know you would. Muffins have been consumed, as well as the protein powder. They are currently sitting in there. And first line of business when we leave this place is getting an energy drink. And we're going to do that at the Maverick because I need caffeine a day. It's one of those days where you wake up and you know how you're like, I need caffeine. So currently 10:14, should make it to the gym around 11. It's about a 30-minute drive. Stop at the gas station, have a little drinky, and then we'll go do some light training. A little bit of cardio, a little bit of weights, maybe some pull-ups, I don't know. But we're going to have some fun. Before I go, I thought it'd be funny to read off some DMs I got from the male species this morning. I just pulled up my Instagram messages, and a man named Adam said, "Hello, Topher, you are super handsome. Could you please carry me like you carry those sandbags?" That's a nice one. I'm not going to show you guys Adam because I don't think that's right. These people are they're just being nice. This guy replied to a video of me doing pull-ups. He said, "That booty though, ... So that's nice. Let's see what else we got. A guy named Chris replied with a fire emoji and said, "Big sexy." That's super cool. But yeah, and then the rest are just like fake accounts. So yeah, I thought that would be kind of cool to show you guys what I deal with on the daily basis from the men. I will say they're very direct, they're very nice, but man, they're direct. They just come right at you like, "Hey, I want you." And I'm like, dude, I'm not that way. I'm a straight man, and they don't care. They just keep going. They keep coming. Just got out of the Maverick, caffeine secured, best gas station on earth. When I was coming out of the Maverick, I saw this pack of air fresheners just on the ground, and I was like, "Oh, black ice." Blackberry clove. No wonder why they're laying on the ground. No one wants them. Blackberry clove. Junk. So we just made it to the gym, but guess what I just parked next to? Check this bad boy out. What? Old Camaro? God damn, this thing's clean. I gotta get a little video of it. Yo. That is a bad whip. That is a bad whip. What always makes me sad when I see cool vehicles like this is I know I'm not going to be able to fit in it. Like, I might be able to jam myself in there, but my head for sure would be over the window. It just wouldn't be doable. So that's always upsetting. It's like I see all these cool cars. And I'm like, I don't think I could ever own one of those just because it wouldn't be optional for me to drive around every day. I'm kind of forced to trucks. I mean, I'm a truck guy anyway. Like I like old Fords, old highboy Fords and stuff like that, and a lot of diesel trucks. But yeah, kind of depressing if you think about it. So to warm up for the light yoke, we're doing a little light plyometric stuff, some box jumps, and then box drops. So we're gonna do a little like 3x3 for each leg, and then we'll get right into it. So. $440 on there right now, which is pretty light. I mean, the yoke at comp is going to be $850. So we're just doing this to get the body moving, get a good sweat, keep my feet work up, and yeah, got 2 more rounds of this, so feeling pretty good. Knees feel really good, everything's feeling good, but yeah, nothing crazy, just getting the body moving. So we got about 440 pounds on the yoke, which is very minimal. What a treat it's been listening to Florida Georgia Line while I do my workout. I'd prefer a little Tree Yoke Revival, maybe a little Johnny Cash, something like that, Charlie Crockett, but I guess we're gonna have to listen to Divorced Dad Country. Oh yeah. All right, so we got 2 runs with the Husafell bag. I think this thing weighs maybe 150 to 200 pounds. It's very light. But again, we're just getting the body moving. This is like 10% of comp weight. So we'll just get right into it, snap into it and be quick. Something I've really been thinking about the past couple days is happiness has to be generated from within. You have to create it. Other people can add to it. They can be a supplement to your happiness. But if you put that pressure on people to be your sole provider of happiness, 99.9% of the time, they're gonna let you down. 10 times out of 10, 100% of the time, 110% of the time, they're gonna let you down. Whether that's a spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, friend, whatever that is, coworkers, you have to generate it yourself. And it's hard, but really the only way to truly be happy in life is by staying driven towards goals and, you know, getting happiness from things you push for. You have to be a driven person. You have to be upward reaching in some regard. It doesn't have to be crazy. It doesn't have to be something like this or, you know, something wild, but, you know, whether that's your education, getting in better shape, you know, a personal goal. You got to have personal goals in life, you know.
you cannot just be stagnant, because when you start stagnating, that's when you start looking to other people like, give me happiness. It's not their job. And once you realize that, I think the better things get. I was talking about generating your own happiness. In that same breath, you should have friends that do provide you some happiness. If you're around a bunch of people that are dragging you down and you feel like shit every time you're around them, get rid of them. Honestly, life is too short to be around shitty people. Just get them out of your life. There's so many other people out there that will treat you right and treat you like you deserve to be treated, like a human, and friends that will push you, and not a bunch of people that are going to drag you down when you have these goals and ambitions. If you bring up your goals to your friends and you're like, hey, I want to do this, I want to be world level at strongman, or I want to own a business, and they're like, what the fuck you doing, man? Just fucking work your job. Like, get those people out of your life, because they're just energy drainers. They will drain your energy. You will end up in such a bad position. There's nothing wrong with going out to the bars and all that, but if that's your friend's idea of life, that's all they're doing is going out and partying all the time, then they're probably not going to be the friends you want to have around for a long time. Because you have to think in the future, are these the friends that you want around your children? Do you want these people around your family? Would you trust these people to take care of your kid while you're out of town, or be there for when you're down? That's a big deal. Especially when you're at your worst. That's really what defines character in your friends, relationships, whether boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, whatever, your wife, is how do they treat you when others aren't around? When things get real, because the reality of relationships is you're going to run into issues. You're going to have problems. You're going to run into these times where you don't like that person very much, and you want to leave and you want to give up. But that's where things are defined. That's what you're defined in anything in life, with business, with training. When things aren't going your way, how are you going to react to it? And how are you going to perform under that pressure? All right, so we got a little cable side laterals just for the shoulder, nice and light, 4x10. Just keep the shoulders moving. Keep everything schmoving as it should. Oh, a little bit tall for this, but it's all right. Out of anything, when you watch my videos, I want you to leave feeling better than you did before you watch the video. I really want to start pushing more mental health content on here. I'm really passionate about it. I think the more we talk about it, the better things get for people. I personally struggle with stuff every day. I think we all do, and we just need to put that message out there, and that it's okay to talk about it. It's okay to cry. It's okay to have anxiety attacks. So I really hope that you get some help from these videos. I know there's a lot of lifting stuff and comedy, but really I'm really passionate about that with my psychology background and everything I've done with that through school. And if I could leave you with a message, it would be that you are the driver of your own life, and to be a leader of your life. You are capable of a lot of cool things. You just have to make the decision to believe in yourself and to push yourself, regardless of what other people think. I get emotional about it, because it's like, I think I just see so much talent in people every day. And I'm sorry, I'm crying. But I'm going to laugh at me for crying, but it's true, man. I just want to see people do well. I really want to see people achieve what they dream of, because life's a lot better when people around you are doing good. I want people around me to do better than I'm doing. And the reality is, a lot of people in life want to see you do good, but not better than them. But that's not the case, and I'm not perfect. I get jealous and I hate on people, and I struggle with things every day. But, like I said, if I could leave you with a message, it's to be a leader of your own life.